Hello, I'm John Fox, I'm John West. I'm having a Death Stranding adventure. This isn't quite where I ended the last episode. I'm about 10 seconds before I ended it, because I went a bit forward to check to see if I could get my bike back and then loaded the game again. I can get the bike back. Well, at least I could last time I checked. I've had lunch since. No, I'm going to shut up because cutscenes are going on. Or did we see this boat? No, we didn't. Or did we?
Here.
No, we didn't. Okay, sorry.
It's called a keep room. It means knot in old words. You can also use it to count stuff. I add a knot when I make a friend.
Okay. Then how about I add another knot every time I see you? This must be very important to you if you were able to bring it here. Very special.
It is special. I made it for you.
I'll treasure it, Sam.
Sorry,
Something to eat?
I haven't seen any of this yet.
Why are you here?
Ask your boss man.
No. I mean, why are you here?
Got a delivery for Porter. You're gonna need this on the road ahead. This will ID you as an associate of Fragile Express. It's woven from my blood and chiral crystals. Think of it as a kind of bond. Preppers around these parts won't give you trouble so long as you've got it. We were the only people making deliveries out here. This was our territory. Until Higgs fucked it all up. Me, the Express, our reputation, all of it.
And now you want to fuck them back. On your own.
I'm not on my own. The cave, Port Knot City, next to your bed. So far apart, yet somehow we keep meeting. All that BT country in between where I should have been caught in a void out. Yet here I am. Here I am.
You can use the beach?
I have a beach. You've got yours. I've got mine. I use it to jump across space. I can't conjure up BTs the way Higgs can, but I can go after him, chase him to the beach. Problem is, everyone's got their own way in. I'm only allowed to pass through the beach I know and understand. I'm sure you've heard the term multiverse.
You all right?
The jumps take a lot out of me. Suck my blood dry. You're going to Edge Knot City, right? Place is full of terrorists. But if you're dead set on it, then you're gonna have to deal with Higgs sooner or later.
Look, I make deliveries, killing monsters and terrorists. It's not what I do.
What if we did it together? I could use my power to help you. We don't have to want the same thing to be on the same side. I could send you across my beach. To any place the Chiralian's thick enough. Any place connected to the chiral network.
What do you expect in return?
I expect you to think it over. Here. Call it an incentive. And call me if you need me. This will keep us connected. See you when I see you.
Right. You know what? I didn't even notice that umbrella. So, I got some likes from my ladders. People were well happy with my ladders. And I've got some mail. I can do that fragile jump. Fragile can instantly transport you to any distribution center or safe house in the area covered by the chiral network. So, like, literally before I do anything else, I just want to put my bike away. And I can just go to Port Knot City. But all currently carried cargo will be placed in this facility's private locker. Are you sure you want to perform a jump? That's fantastic.
Ready to take the plunge? So, the only things you can bring with you is yourself. And maybe a few other trinkets that are really important to you. Okay, close your eyes. Picture your destination. Hold it in your mind.
Huh. So yeah, I tested this out without seeing any of the cutscenes, because obviously I didn't want to see them before the video. I don't know why it's so important that I get my bike back. Technically people can use my bike, but it's not in a place anyone's going to pick it up. If it's indeed there. It should be. I don't know why it wouldn't be there. But I prefer to keep it in storage. It's my bike, damn it. It's not a bike, it's a trike. Like in Command and Conquer. Oh, remember when they made Command and Conquer games? But like proper ones? Ah. Those were the days. Were they though? No, not really, but whatever. I liked Command and Conquer. Oh. A lot of neat stuff on that table, but we are just going to leave. In fact, we are going to start... Okay, we probably shouldn't skip this bit. Is that the first one we saw? We might want to start skipping them.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Oh, hang on. Has anyone appreciated this thing yet? No. Right, so the bike should be over here. Just gonna get it back and then I can continue on with the game. That's the port. We can't go on it. Well, I'll show you why, but I think we saw it when we first came here. We run quite fast, to be honest. So apparently the game is supposed to open up quite a lot after this. So the bit that people described as literally excruciating, there it is. It's been parked at the very least. I'm throwing this away. This is my trike. We've gone beyond, and it seemed fine to me. But I think I was talking to my brother, who's asking, you know, whether he'd like the game or not. And I was just saying the most important thing to note is that you're not going from A to B. Oh, I'm going to do this bit of the game. Better walk to the next bit of the game. The walking is the game. Like, this is A.
All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
We can jump on our bike. I did not know that.
Gotta stretch my legs.
Your work is greatly appreciated.
Now the chances are, like, I'll be able to make another bike, and then all this effort would have been pointless. But whatever. Lake Knot City. Why does it swing over like that? Yeah, whatever.
Okay, Sam. Close your eyes. Clear your thoughts and picture your destination.
Right. Climbing anchors. Ooh, anchors. I like the idea of anchors. Oh, we're going to get some sheer cliffs, aren't we? That's how they're going to stop me from driving everywhere. Yeah, I've not felt any blood loss yet. But we'll see. I wonder how long this game is. Seems like it's quite long. So if I examine the figures, we can see we now have that boss and those you know, the BTs we've added for some reason. Oh, just get cryptobytes now. Cryptobiotes, whatever. Why wouldn't you just swallow it whole? Digesting cryptobiote? I mean, we're going to wash that down with some Monster Energy drink. Yeah, but what are we doing? Let's go to the terminal. William Lake. Hey Sam. Can't tell you how good it is to see you coming over the water on that boat. First time we've welcomed so much and as much as a turd in hot. Must be 2 years now. Some folks were even saying that everything east of ground zero must have been wiped out completely. The occasional message drifted in from HQ, but people, not one. We'd half given up on the Cupid ever being finished. On the second expedition, the whole shebang. Oh yeah, sorry, I read that wrong. And then you show up, and with a working Cupid to boot, our knight in shining armour. Sorry, don't mean to sound like I'm not grateful. I am, more than you know. Every single person here was waiting for someone like you to come along, and there'll be more waiting west of here. A lot more. You best go find them. There's Jake Wind. Tell Emily we're true believers. Dear Sam, how's it going? Still heading west? We're rooting for you. We were part of the second group, so we never got to speak to Emily face to face. Caught the occasional hollow message, but that was about it. Still, every little bit helped to keep us going. She's just like her mother. Tough, clever, easy on the eye too. Won't lie and say I didn't notice. But what really resonated with us was that fire she carries. The conviction, same as Bridget. Any one of us would have laid down our lives in service to her vision. I suppose this is all a long-winded way of saying you ought to move on and meet her like we never got to. When you do, tell us we're still believers in the cause, and in her, and her mother. You'll do that, won't you? Hang on. Why do some of them have exclamation marks, but no tag? Can I delete them? Oh, it's just that they're important. Okay. Well, weird glowing object in the capital of Knot City. Hey Sam, you heard the latest rumours of capital Knot City? People have been seeing some kind of weird glowing thing up on the rooftops near the isolation ward. Seems it's a car. The part of a human that doesn't turn into a BT. That's what people were saying anyway. Apparently they were common sight back in the old days. Back before the Stranding, I mean. Story goes that they were lost souls wandering about. One of my pals tried to get a closer look. See what's what, but he couldn't find anything. I'm sure you could do better if you put your mind to it, right? Ah. I want to get these old ones done. Benjamin Hancock. How come he's got a real name? Is it because he's a... no, why does he have a real... Dear Sam, thanks again for all your help. The Chiral printer's still running like a dream, and it kind of feels like one too. Seeing all these new buildings popping up out here hasn't solved all our problems, of course. The nearby wasteland's still crawling with BTs, but now we can obtain a good chunk of our supplies from the network. They can't interfere with that. To think we're connected, even all the way out here. Didn't used to think it was such a special thing. The whole world was one big network back before the Death Stranding. Video, audio, text. Every bit of information was available for one and all. But now we've gone one better. The Chiral network and the printer can be used to send tangible things. Well, in a way. Welcome to the new America! Once we were able to send food and medicine too, you won't have to put your neck on the line for our sake anymore. Hope that day comes soon. I really do. I'll do it for the time being. Maybe one day too as well, because otherwise... Can I play this while I'm... but if I play anything, it's... Alan Walker. If I play anything, it's gonna... I'm gonna get a thing on my video, aren't I? Data. Tips. Oh yeah, I forgot about decoy. Interviews. Okay, the Chiral network experiments between Central and Capital. 1. Madam President, this will be your new office from today. The relocation of your official residence has also been completed. The entire medical team has been brought along as well. Rest assured that information regarding this move has only been shared on a need-to-know basis only. I understand that following the loss of New York, you wish to direct reconstruction efforts from the central Knot City, but in light of recent separatist activity on the eastern seaboard, we no longer consider it safe. We will see to it that people continue to believe you are in Central, and Bridges HQ will operate as normal. As per your orders, the network research teams and delivery systems management have all been covertly transferred here to Capital Knot City. We are doing our utmost to expedite testing of the Chiral network link between Central and Capital while not neglecting your immediate medical needs. Of course, this will be our base of operations for the next stage in the fight to rebuild America. Let's... get out of here, shall we?
Sam, access the Lake Knot City delivery terminal. Sam, to review. Your present objective is to extend the chiral network from Lake Knot City to South Knot City. To that end, you'll need to utilize prepper shelters as way stations. Frankly, it won't be easy. Fragile's tried to get some of them on board, but you know how preppers are. More than a few won't want anything to do with the UCA. So we've got to prove to them they're better off with us. Figure out what they need and what we can provide, and then deliver. Do that, and they just might agree to join us. All right, get to it. The list of orders is on the terminal.
Okay. These are the preppers. Oh yeah, I forget if I... Oh, yeah. Fragile. We'll be doing the fragile one first.
Your destination is a shelter south of Lake Knot City. The package you're carrying contains a network-ready Evo Devil unit. A special device that applies the principles of evolutionary biology to practical problems. When used in conjunction with a chiral printer, it can recreate items from incomplete structural data. It's a prototype, but so far our trials have been successful. The client is a civilian. We call him the engineer, who's agreed to put the unit through validation testing for us. Be careful. The EDU is a delicate piece of equipment that must be handled with care. If you don't, it can and will break. Oh, and the engineer is second gen, born in the shelter. Not so good with people, but he's a whiz with machines. Or so I hear. The client is a first-gen prepper. Old school. Been in and out of shelters since before the death stranding. Deliveries of his medication have fallen behind, though, and he's about to run out. There's just one case you need to bring, but there are multiple packs inside. Every dose counts, so you'd best handle it with care. While the client's life isn't in immediate danger, he's probably having a rough time. Don't keep him waiting, huh? You'll be handing this one off to a guy we call the Craftsman. Repairs, modifications, you name it, he can do it. Makes weapons too. Nothing lethal on account of his pacifism. In fact, if you give him something lethal, he'll turn it into something that isn't. A tool designed purely for self-defense. That's what the gun parts listed in the order are for. Make sure they get to him and no one else. Guns make bodies, and bodies make craters. While you're at it, I'd also like you to transport some blood bags and hematic grenades. You know, the ones you field tested against BTs and delivered to Lake Knot City. You'd like to dole them out to the local porters. We've got no reason to keep them to ourselves, so I figured we may as well oblige him.
Mules and River. Mules, Cliff and River. Just River. You know what? We're going to do the Craftsman first. Then the Engineer. And then the Elder, because he's up a mountain.
An empty container tagged with a fake ID, aka decoy cargo. Could be useful for fooling folks who can't get enough of other people's deliveries.
Okay. I think I'll just take the one. Oh wow, when did they start doing that? Okay, I don't need these, clearly. Okay. Not already sure what these grenades do. Lovely. Do.
Order assigned. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey. Keep on keeping on.
You're passing through mule territory. Move fast and quiet. Because if they see you, if they catch you, to think that their parents were reporters like you who risked life and limb to try and keep our country together. And now their broken children carry on the work without any understanding of what it once meant. It's a ritual to them. The delivery. An insatiable addiction. And they'll be coming for you to get their next fix.
Hey there! Hey there!
Ah, they're locked. Of course you are. I'm not sure where I'm going yet.
Someone's happy.
Oh, we actually are. Okay, getting to the engineer actually seems super easy.
Have a pleasant journey.
Hang on. Quite difficult to tell.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
A hologram of a cairn will appear whenever you and other players are resting. Resting near a cairn will increase the speed at which Sam recovers. The more players that rest in a given spot, the bigger the cairn will grow. Or is it cairn? I don't know how you pronounce that word. Okay, it seems like getting to either of these places is going to be pretty easy. But there's also no reason not to go to the engineer first. But I think I am gonna... Oh, screw it. What are you? An auto-paver.
A highway used to run through there back in the day. The first expedition team left behind a paver, but to finish the job, you'll need more than that.
I mean, I've got chiral crystals, loads of them, which is...
Just so you know, Sam, distro centers and the like are stocked with materials you can use to fabricate equipment. You can also take what you need to build structures. That said, there are limits to what each facility can spare. Check their terminals to see what they are.
I don't need a blood bag. Yep. I'm getting that this is a road, or at least is the makings of a road. It seems to give likes to things I pass anyway. That's great, I'm going this way. I don't fancy having a fight with a mule right now. What was that? Thanks for the metals. Why would anyone give that ladder a like? It's under the bloody water. Yeah, I think I'm going that direction. See a plant?
There we go.
You can use those backup shoes, I think.
Oh, whoa. That was close.
Remember when we had a trike? Those were the days. What's that? On the ground. Lovely. Grab these along the way. Who knows if this was a sensible decision or not. I know I'm going to make it though. He runs quite fast when doing that as well.
It's not so bad. enjoy it. At least while it lasts. Come on, what you got? Let's do this.
Might want to consider repairing my shoes at some point. Yeah, the ground's a lot spikier now. How much further? We're quite near the end of an episode, aren't we? I feel like tripping up is actually speeding up our run.
There we go.
Footwear is almost ruined. Oh, I see. Ah, it's doing fine, but it's actively hurting. Okay, well, we can see our destination. But yeah, our shoes are not doing well.
God damn it.
Going across this path might have been a really dumb idea. I was trying to avoid BTs and mules. My word, is this place spiky. Also, because the ground's wet as well. Wait, I was trying to pick up that plant.
There we go.
It's a chiral crystal, John. It's melting through my shoes right now.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Right. There's going to be a cutscene, so I don't want to do that just yet. I'm going to save right now. But we got to one of these places. Look at the map. I mean, I don't know if it was the smartest route. There's literally a road going that way, but... Good. We took the fun route. Handled with love. Right. We'll save our game. I'm going to let you go. Maybe read some mail from Victor Frank. How's it going, Sam? You put Port Knox City back on the map? Not bad. Folks around here seemed pretty pumped about you becoming part of the UCA. And all that comes with it. Chiral printers especially. You should have seen their faces when I gave them a demo. It was like I was conjuring equipment out of thin air. Oh, and before I forget, I should also thank you for all the stuff you bought for taking care of that BT2. You've given everyone a shot of inspiration and courage to carry on. And there's not much that's more precious than that these days. There was a time when I was so shit scared of BTs that I wanted to shut myself away and hide forever, but that's not an option. I know that now. We're on the front line here. Bridges isn't going to make it all the way west if we don't step up our game. Don't worry, we won't let you down. We'll get Port Knot City back on its feet in no time. I won't take up any more of your time. That's all I have to say. Anyways, a couple of the guys wanted me to write to you to make sure you knew we had your back. Come what may, we won't be throwing in the towel. Same goes for you, right? Okay. Cans. Fast travel. Okay. The chiral network experiments between Central and Capital 2. And then I'll let you go. Madam President, I'm happy to report that the trial run was a success. I've forgotten to drink my fucking tea, though. Sorry. The connection between Central and Capital was established without incident. No chiral spikes or any other irregularities. The Cupid functions within acceptable parameters as well. There's still a lot of work to do. Chiral holograms, chiral printing, and data recovery have yet to be proven viable, but the confirmation that data can be sent via the chiral network is a huge step forward for the UCA. Our next step will be to use Cupids to establish connections with other cities. Preparations for the second expedition are already underway. We're still trying to track Sam down, but as soon as he's back with us, he'll be given his new command. That was 1 year ago. Took ages to find me. Mules and local porters, because we may as well finish die-hardman. When people hear mules, they think junkies driven crazy by a desire to steal supplies we so desperately need to survive. Lucky for us, not all couriers are predisposed to this condition. Not all mules, in fact. They were professionals once, and some still are. Some even complete proper deliveries from time to time. Fragile Express has been known to use them along with independent porters. Those at risk of losing it, they say the only way to stave off the syndrome is to join a distro organisation with strong beliefs and support to help you keep on the straight and narrow, or you can strike out on your own, but that's no easy path. There's a reason guys who run solo have a reputation for being bulletproof. Right, there we go. I'll let you go. I've been John Proxy on Channel of the West. No, I'm saying again. I've been having a Stranding adventure.